Okay, Deadpool 2. I'll get through. There are some things going on during the credits, but I will say you don't need to stick around for the very end. There's one where he's doing some cleanup. After cleanup, you can leave unless you want to see the rest of the credits. You can tell that he actually had much more of a budget, a lot more effects. I'll take my glasses off. A lot more effects than what you saw in the first one. He gets to use Colossus more, and he gets to really fully utilize a character that we've seen in previous X-Men films that didn't do much. Domino, spot on. Beautiful job on Domino. Josh Brolin's Cable, great. Great place, the perfect straight man to Ryan Reynolds, Wade Wilson, who again does it beautifully. If you like the first one, there's a lot more of that style. But since there is more of a budget, he is cutting off hands, he is cutting off heads. He's setting people on fire, not using CGI. A tremendous amount of talking to the camera as things are going on. Plot, pretty simple. Cable is going back in time to kill the kid. Wade is kind of trying to stop him. He knows he can't do it alone. He assembles a team. An unconventional team. Very unconventional team. I won't go too much into the team because some heavy spoilers there. There are quite a few blink and you miss them massive cameos. He does spend time in the X Mansion where he gets to play with more X props. This is fantastic. Oh, this is so good. They even throw in more like serious drama moments, but the comedy is spot on. And that's all I'm going to say for it. If you like the first one, this is more of the same, just better. Better soundtrack, better effects, just better. It's more and it's better. He nailed it with this sequel, period. I mean, this... Wow. So, just go see it. If you like the first one, go see this one. If you like the first one, then by all means avoid this one, because it's the same, just with more money, more budget. So now I'll get into some of the spoilers. So in 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. He spends some time drafting the team of X-Force to try to rescue the kid. Things don't quite go the way he wanted them to because there's some high winds. So they all die with the exception of Domino and Deadpool. The reason why he had to effectively kind of craft the team, he knows he can't stop Cable, but then as he goes to rescue the kid during a troop transport, he fights Cable. That's when you see him fighting Cable on the vehicle, the massive section of buses. The boy Russell made a new friend, Juggernaut. Juggernaut pops out, looks amazing. Well, let's just say he tears Wade in half. So you will see Wade Wilson with baby legs. Cable now knows that he can't stop Juggernaut. Cable then joins the remaining members of X-Force, which is pretty much Domino and Deadpool. He begs the X-Men to join him, the ones that they actually show on screen for more than like a half second. He makes a joke about, can I see, where's the rest of the X-Men at? And as you're walking, they pan into a room that's chock full of X-Men, and Beast shuts the door. It's brilliant. The Vanisher is played by Brad Pitt. For like half second you see him. Oh, it's just freaking brilliant. So, Colossus does show up. So Colossus, Juggernaut, great fight. So well done. That ending sequence that they do where they fixed his time slide. Oh, it's been a while since I've read Cable. Or Body Slide. They fixed that for the post credit sequence, and that is Deadpool fixing the timeline, which means he does go back to Wolverine Origins and he kills the other Deadpool. He shoots himself before he can finish reading the Green Lantern script. Pretty good stuff. He does also go back in time and he tries to save a few members of X-Force. Yeah. Great continuity to the previous film. He does actually open a spot where he's got in the first one he mentions that there's a big pile of cocaine next to the cure for blindness. And he moves a couch and lifts up the rug to grab this massive bag of cocaine. And next to it does say cure for blindness. So he wasn't joking when he made that comment, which I thought was fantastic. Great use of continuity. Oh. Seeing every single member of X-Force die because of high winds when they jump out of an airplane, they jump out of the helicopter, it's just fantastic. Constantly talking the racial bits with Cable, like, why are you so racist? Ironically, every time I see Cable, especially this iteration, I'm brought back to when I used to play City of Heroes. There was a guy, back before they started banning everybody, he was playing, I think it was a blaster. I want to say it was like Tech Kinetic. And he looked like Cable, but his name was Comcast. Thought that was brilliant. So if anyone who paid City of Heroes, Comcast, this is a shout out to him. Oh man. Oh, when he goes to talk to his wife, who dies very early in the film, and that's one of the cruxes for him going back to the in-between realm between being living and dead. So you get to see Ryan Reynolds as Ryan Reynolds twice. Man, so good. Him yelling at people to not have any more speaking lines, just fantastic. Watching watch this cab driver go from being a cab driver to someone who kills somebody in the film. It's just so over the top. So worth it. So worth it. Making fun of the Rob Liefeld school of drawing because it makes jokes about them not having legs. When he comes back and he's late and he makes a joke about how he fought some guy, then he found out that his mother's name was Martha too. Asking Cable if he was a DC character, calling him Thanos. Man. Using Yentl. But now I have a sticker in my head too that the Papa Can You Hear Me song sounds awful a lot like Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Thank you for that, Ryan. Now whenever I watch Frozen with my daughter, or play the Frozen, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Play the Frozen songs in the car whenever I hear that. Do you want to build a snowman? It's like, Papa, can you hear me? I mean, think of Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool singing that. I hope that if they do like a behind the scenes, I want there to be that moment where Ryan Reynolds is on the phone going, I need to get hold of Babs and Cher. And they're going, why? I want to use some Yentl in this. Yentl and Deadpool too? Yeah, I draw it a little bit. Well, I'll be able to use that song. Why? Because it reminds me of that song from Frozen. And as we're going to time travel, I want to get if I can turn back time from Cher. So call up Babs first. And then tell us for Deadpool too. Shows whether it's even better that she won't say no. And then call up Cher. And be like, hey Cher, it's Ryan. I want the rights to turn back time. Film Deadpool 2. You saw the first one? Liked it? Fantastic. Do you want a cameo? No? just, oh man. I'm hoping this film beats the Avengers, because that would be absolutely fantastic. But it also means too then that when it comes time to who made the most amount of money this year, Josh Brolin's gonna be on that list. Even though he got pretty swole for this, and I do know that he did complain that if he has to do another one, he's just gonna do steroids and eat ice cream, because he hated working out for this role. But it's great doing it. Fantastic film. Mr. Reynolds, again, you flat out nailed this. Flat out nailed this. I will totally take the failure that was Green Lantern and your iteration of Deadpool and Wolverine Origins for this character. Every single mistake that led to everything at this moment, the good, the bad. You know, the first one I saw with my wife was definitely Maybe. That was our opening date. So he was my opener. Right there. Just so good. Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. This was fantastic. Oh. May you make boatloads of money. And you can tell Disney to keep their hands off.